Our next speaker, David Lecours, will be speaking from the Advanced Manual, The Entertaining Speaker. The title of the speech, or the goal of the speech, is to entertain the audience with a personal story. It's 5 to 7 minutes. And the title is Unexpected Vision. Unexpected Vision, David Lecours.
About 6 months ago, I was sitting in the La Paloma Theater in Encinitas with my nephew. We're waiting for a surfing movie to start. And a lot of times before these surfing movies, they have raffles. So they're reading off the tickets for the winners, and I pull mine out, and for the life of me, I cannot read the number on my ticket. So I hand it to my nephew, who says, "David, not only didn't you not win, but you're a loser." Thanks, Dylan. For the next couple months while I was working, I spent a lot of time on the computer as a graphic designer. I noticed my eyes were getting really burning and red, and by the end of the day, I was completely fatigued. Well, like many of my gender, if there's a health problem like this, I chose to ignore it, hoping that it would get better by itself. Well, that didn't happen. And so finally, I decided to make an appointment with the optometrist. I went in, he did his workup, did his exam, and said, "Congratulations, David, you're right on schedule." Right on schedule? He said, "Yeah, David, you're 43 years old, and now you need reading glasses." Well, this was the diagnosis that I had expected. But still, it's no fun to get confirmation that I am officially old. So after the exam, he handed me off to the woman that was going to sell me the frames. And in this office, there was a sea of eyeglasses that I could choose from. I knew that if I were to try on all the glasses that I was interested in, it would have probably taken 3 hours. I was experiencing paralysis by analysis. And this woman was a closer. And that didn't really sit well with me. So I politely said, "You know, I think I need to consult my wife on this, because she's the one that's going to have to look at me in these glasses." She said, "That's a good point." So I was able to leave without spending a lot of money on frames. Well, I got home and I said, "Honey, I have to get reading glasses." She said, "Oh, that's great. We're going to go to Costco." Now, you have to understand, my wife, Holly, is what I call a frugalista. She's both fashionable, fashionista, and frugal. Combine those and you get frugalista, which is a great thing to have in a wife. But the problem is, I am allergic to Costco. Costco to me is hundreds of people running around giddy because they're saving $3 on 128 ounces of soy sauce. You only need 4 ounces of soy sauce because it's going to sit in your cabinet for 3 months anyway. So I had heard about this company called Warby Parker. It was started by a group of young entrepreneurs who wanted to create a social enterprise. And a social enterprise is a company that makes money, but also does good. Now, the typical model for a social enterprise is a company like Newman's Own, started by Paul Newman. You may be familiar with. They sell products like salad dressing and crackers and chocolate, and they donate a significant portion of their profits to charity. Well, the new model of a social enterprise is to do good by making money and donating products or services to people in need. You may be familiar with Tom's Shoes. For every pair of shoes you buy, they give a pair to someone in need. So Warby Parker follows the same model. If I were to buy a pair of glasses, they would give free eyeglasses to a child who needed glasses. Well, I like that. And then I went onto their website. And it was beautifully designed, clean typography, beautiful imagery, and as a graphic designer, I always appreciate a nice, good user interface. But then they had this thing, this feature would allow you to try glasses on virtually. You could either upload a picture of yourself, or you could take a picture of yourself using your webcam on your camera and try different frames on the screen. So here's where it gets really interesting. You can take these pictures of you with these different frames on, and they suggest you upload those to Facebook. and allow your friends to vote on which frames are the best ones. Well, I thought that was brilliant as a marketer, a way to get their name out and let you see your frames. And I admit, a bit vain. However, I wasn't quite ready to do the Facebook thing. Well, they have a solution for this too, and it's called the 5-day, 5-pair try-on program. They will take care of the shipping, send you 5 frames to try on in the comfort of your home, and get feedback from your friends and family. So I signed up for that. They arrived in this beautiful black box with this gorgeous magnetic enclosure, and you open it up, and the 5 frames are lined up, and it reminded me of luxury sports cars, each in their own little velvet garage. I pulled out the frames and I tried them on, got feedback from my wife, and she was going to have to look at me, my family, and we picked a pair. I sent them my prescription, and they said I would receive the frames within 7 days. Well, 4 days later, the glasses arrived in a beautiful case. I opened them up, I put them on, and I could see better. All for $95. No tax, no shipping. And every step of the way, this company had exceeded my expectations. From the virtual try-on, to the home try-on, to shipping before they got there, to the great price. And so, what I can see clearly is that if you give somebody a wow experience, if you exceed their expectations, then they're going to go out and tell your story for you. So you all are probably members of organizations, you might belong to companies, maybe it's even this club. And if you can provide an experience that exceeds somebody's expectation, then they will go out and tell your story for you.